What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So, this is for my fellow motorcyclers, my bikers. Let's say you want to do some bar end mirrors on your bike, and you're searching through Amazon or eBay or doing whatever, and you find those cheap $20 version bar end mirrors that you're thinking, man, let's see, Harley sells these for $100 a piece. This is like 20-30 bucks for both. The problem is you get them and they don't exactly fit your bike, and there's no instructions on what to do with all these extra parts that they send you. So I'm going to show you something real quick. This is a bar end mirror. I just put it on. That's why that one's still on there. Believe me, it's coming off. But you can see the bar end mirror on there actually looks pretty good. Especially, think about it, when this one's gone, it's just going to have that little mirror and then nothing standing up there. And it's going to be pretty cool, man. It takes away these guys, and it leaves these holes open where you can either plug them or put in other accessories. You can put in phone holders, or charging mounts, or even speakers. You can put speakers right through there. So now comes the other side, but before I do it, I want to show you what I figured out, because there is a trick. So basically, you're getting a box, right? And this box comes with a whole bag of nuts and bolts, and you're thinking, what the hell do the nuts and bolts go to? They don't really go to anything. And then you're going to see it comes with two Allen keys, right? This one is for the set screw under here to lock this in, because this can pull right out. And the other one goes to right here, so you can adjust the mirror once it's on. And do all that. The problem is you really need, I'll show you, you really need for this end an Allen key in there. So they send you all these Allen keys, but they don't send you enough. So also what they send you is two sleeves. They got this one and another one that's smaller, and for the Harley you need the bigger one. The problem is the bigger one's not big enough. So you need to get yourself an appropriate Allen key. I think it's 3/16 is the one I was using. And then it came down to trial and error. I was using duct tape, all kinds of different things to try and shim this thing with to get it to work, and nothing, and I mean nothing, was working. So I went down to Dick's. I went to Dick's sports store, right? And I picked up baseball bat tape. And this is what I got right here. It's DSP Ultra is what it's called. It's lizard skins, and it looks a whole lot like this, and it's very grippy, which is nice, and it's tape, which is very nice. So let's show you how to work this. All right, being the master video maker I am, I took out my Combat Trudon, which you're gonna need a nice knife to do this with, and I showed you how to cut out the end, right? It's just a piece of rubber, and all I did is take my knife and dig it in there and cut out the end. Luckily for all of us, I did it after I pressed stop instead of pause, and I thought we were still going. So here's the deal. I'm cutting away all this rubber right here, and what's going to happen is once I cut it out, it leaves a lip. So I need to take my knife and I need to trim just to the handlebar edge all the way around, so it's nice and clean like that. Otherwise you're going to have some crappy fitment, and you don't want that. Believe me, it's a pain in the butt already getting this thing set up. So you want to make it as easy for yourself as possible. So make sure you get all the lip away from that. So let me finish that real quick. All right, so one thing I found is that I forget the throttle is on this plastic sleeve. It actually curls up a little bit at the end here, so it's going to be a tighter fit than the other side, which is hopefully not going to be a problem, because I need to get this into there, which you'll see it goes in easy. But once it gets all the way in there, and let's see if I can't just show you guys real quick without this popping off. Hold on a second, let me tighten this. All right, I didn't want to lose this in there, so I had to make it nice and snug. So once that goes in all the way, once you get past there, now it's, see how wobbly that is? And when you tighten this this guy all the way, it's not enough to make that bite. So this is where the baseball grip tape comes in. What I want to do is I want to stick a piece on there, and you'll notice these little ridges. I don't want to cover all of them because I need this to still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this side all the way to this side around, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so as you can see, I know it's a little blurry because focus sucks. Here we go. As you can see, it goes all the way around, but I left that little piece wide open so it can still open up. Now, what I found on the other side was I needed kind of 2 layers of this stuff. One wasn't enough, and this is the 1.1 millimeter. They do make a 1.8, which might have been good, but I think it would have still been a little short. So the 1.1 is good if you can get double around. Now the issue is going to be, am I going to be able to fit this in there with a double dose of it? And I'm not sure, since this side has the plastic sleeve. Worst comes to worst, you can just leave one mirror on there and you don't have to do the other side. But for the sake of science and to let you guys know so you don't have to get stuck, I'm gonna try. So hold on. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain in the nuggets. Throttle still throttles, right? And that stays still exactly how you want it. Now, it's not as tight as I would like it, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's not turning anywhere. That's going to turn right now because I didn't tighten that. But this is what I had to do. With this one, I took one piece of the tape and I put it inside the bar end, smooth it out with my finger, then put in the piece. I was able to get that through and tighten it. It took a lot of tightening since there was only one piece of tape in there. Getting 2 in there would have been, I don't know if it would have worked. So that was kind of a trick. Now I just have to take these off. But that worked. Now, one of the good things is I had all this left over. What I did is I wrapped this around, all the way around, and made a big grip and held on tight because this thing wants to just keep turning as it gets tighter and tighter. So being able to use that grip tape to do that was a really, really good thing. All right, so let's clean it up, take off the other mirrors. Oh, for that, I was just going to do it and then show you. For that, it's pretty simple. That's it. One nut. Take that off and we're good. So hold on. All right, and just like that, the front end is cleaned up a little bit. Got the bar end mirrors on. That's not so bad. Let's, do I have my keys on me? Hold on.